Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Coding on Chain, and in this episode, we introduced the Lyft wallet to native assets. Our main goal was to get minting tokens in the wallet, and we almost got there. We ran into a few snags, and in the end, we had to wait till the next stream to really pick it up and achieve that goal. But if you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. And if you're an ADA holder, please check out our stake pools, Lyft and Peace. Anyway, let's jump in. Yeah, okay. So it says we're live.
Singing in.
And all right, we'll get Lissandro in here soon.
It said it's singing in, but
All right. The cool thing is you'll just pop in. I don't actually have to let you in or anything. Okay, so the goal here is we should Roberto, do you want to throw it in Gigma Labs Discord? All right, so the
I'm
main
trying to... okay, now I see it.
Gosh, good. All right, the main goal is for us to get Lyft Wallet minting tokens. I think a few things. We haven't really talked about how we're going to do that. I feel like it was kind of like let's just leave it up to this part right here in the stream where we're just discussing, right? So, oh man, this is going to be interesting because we have the Lyft Wallet transaction area, right? So it's where we're sending our ADA. So I mean, we could add it there. Part of me thinks maybe we don't do that right now. We just create a new screen, like a new tab. We can kind of have it separate and then bring it in later. Or we cannot do that, and we can just try to make the transaction area a little more flexible. Not exactly 100% on how we would do that. Maybe like a checkbox or something. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the this particular view. We're going to go to this view. All right. And we're just going to boot this thing up. Let's just kind of see where we're starting with, okay? Hey, James.
Hey, James.
All right. So we're going with that. By the way, Lysandra, it doesn't even say you're online in the live
it
share.
said that it's joining to collaboration, but it's stuck there.
Gotcha. What does your status say?
It said singing in. Singing in.
Okay, you're syncing. Gotcha.
But it's stuck there.
I'm not sure if there are some firewall requirement to join this because it probably tunnels everything through Microsoft servers, but maybe it opens some unprivileged port to do stuff. I don't know.
All right. Well, at the very least, you do have the branch, so I can still basically pull in your changes. And you can see at least from the stream where I am. So okay. So here's the Lyft wallet in case anybody hasn't seen this thing before. And I mean, clearly we have. Now, what I'm thinking is, so right now in the wallet, we have transaction, receive, and send, right? So send is ultimately a little bit, I don't know, it's not a really good word for it because, I mean, you can do more than just send, right? Like what we're really doing is constructing a transaction and then sending a transaction, right? So it could be maybe differently worded, or we can just have a different section for tokens. But I don't know. I mean, what are y'all's thoughts? Well, I mean, like anybody in the chat, what do you think? This is a powwow session.
I think
somehow Oh, please, Lisandro, you are the boss here.
You're a
No,
front end guy.
I think we must take it as another coin, an extra coin maybe in the same place.
Well,
But
I think one cool thing that we could do when like displaying your balance, because we can still have all the transactions here. I mean, there's really no difference, right? It's all UTXO history. Not able. Okay. Um, when it comes to the total, I was thinking maybe we had a drop down, right? And it's like, or like just a little icon for tokens, and you can click it and then see like a little like, oh yeah, here's what you got, token wise, or I don't know. Because ultimately, I mean, we could still have this. It's just you might want to like do
You
like a
know
little
what?
pop down or
That's
something.
that's something I will not default to because I mean I will default to total in have the transaction history with showing every token because you can have token bundles. So
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, there he
yeah,
is.
you in fact you send tokens along with at least one ADA. So by default, I think we should or could show the all the tokens. Maybe the total will be a bit trickier because if you have plenty of different tokens, uh, it will be like too crowded somehow.
Gotcha. Yeah. I
So
guess to me, it's more of like it would like if you hit it, it would just show a list, right? So you would see like ADA, like Given Labs token, Lift token. So I mean, ultimately, I don't think we would get. Um, I mean, whatever. It's a bad idea. That's fine. I mean, what's what? So how can we show your tokens then? What would be a good alternative?
and luckily we don't have any examples out there yet.
Yeah, if
but
there was only something we could look at to maybe get an idea. All right. So how about this? We're going to wing it for now. Well, I'm sure we'll get in the group. We'll find some things that work and that don't work. But we don't need to keep dragging our feet on this one. So, all right. What we can do from here is I think what we want to start with maybe just all right, let's just get into it. So we have the wallet service. I think minting. Should we just do a minting transaction, like a separate call altogether? So here was one thing I was thinking when it came to a lot of the backend uh, like functions that we're calling. We could abstract the transaction out, like where it gets like super piecemealed. Like we can kind of build it in a more abstract way, and not have all this like copy paste code. But in the uh, I almost want to say let's not do that and let's just even copy code here and just do a minting transaction for the sake of readability, right? Like if anyone pulls it down the code base and is reading through this, it's going to be a lot easier for them to just read the code and understand. Like, okay, I see a CLI transactions being built, um, without saying like, okay, here's like the common pieces, pull those in and stuff like that.
Yep.
All right.
I
So I
mean,
can almost
I'm
just
down for
run
that
with run
because
with that.
that
Yeah, Roberto, if you just want to, I guess, help me with this particular piece, because I mean, I've done this, but I have a feeling you've
let
done
me
this a lot
grab.
more than me.
Yeah, but I will reference to Gimbal Labs Cardano Starter Kit number 5, where we have some snippets that I've been reusing all the time.
this part,
We also have. Sorry, could you say it again, Lisandro?
no, I am looking for the code the line 40, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. Well, one thing you could do actually in your live share view, if you find me, you can right click. I guess it's up here. Follow participant, and you can just follow me around if you want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be the easiest thing for now, and
Hmm.
then we'll basically kind of shift, and I'll just follow you, even in my own instance here. All right. So
Because
what we're doing here?
Do you have
Go ahead.
do
no,
you
I'm
happen
not
to
used to use this.
Yeah, it's once you get used to it, it's actually pretty nice.
Hmm.
But it is definitely different. It was not what I was expecting originally. All right, so I think
do you
all right,
happen
so another
to
thing we have
have
to think about is so really what it takes to mint a token, right? At least from the UI standpoint, compared to everything else we have. We need the name of the token, the quantity.
I think a good way
I think that's
to
it.
go over this is if you have a clone of the CSK number 5, you can go through the script and we can start copy pasting.
All right, I'm gonna do it this way then, because I kind of did that, but I did it through Bash. So, um, not Bash. I'm sorry, Batch. Let's be. I'll be specific. It was not Bash.
Okay. So you already
Um,
have.
let's see.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I refer to this one because I have some comments, so we can go and detail what we need
Okay.
to do and what we can reuse from the actual code base from the wallet. Like
All right.
fir- first, we need to create a policy, monetary policy for our token. Uh, I'm here. I'm still here.
In the minting transaction.
Yeah, there is. It's the minter, right?
Yeah,
All right.
CSK Minter.
Do you have this up too? Because it actually might be quicker for you to start pulling this in and piecemealing it than me. Because I mean, you wrote this and you've done this before, so we can just leverage live share for this one. I'll just follow you.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, we need to define the monetary policy for the token, which is basically a multi-signature uh, script, which can have a requirement for multiple private keys to be needed to be witness of the minting transaction, and also you can include some time locking for the minting policy, like okay, you can mint tokens until slot number n, and that's basically a JSON file. So we can
All right, so yeah,
so
all right. So
for
let's think
that,
about this for that particular piece though. Um, hmm,
this
hmm, hmm.
particular for this particular example, we will use a single signature script which needs a key hash from the private key that will actually mint the token, and that's something we can generate like this in Bash. I will copy another.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down some notes because I'm already kind of I'm seeing some pitfalls. Like we need a place to save the policies, right? Um, like the files themselves.
Mhm.
All right.
So I will start copying and pasting
Yeah, no, you're good. If you get it in there, what I can do is I can help clean it up a bit. At least to follow the like the path discovery stuff, because there is some path discovery we have to keep in mind with this. Sorry, I'm trying to find a pen. Oh, I lost.
I like this style.
Oh yeah, Ronnie, this is awesome. When me and Roberto first did live share, it was really cool. Real quick, I guess for Lissandro, right?
Mm.
Um, what does? Oh man, I almost want to take like the send. All right, real quick. So Roberto, you keep doing that, right? And
Okay.
me and Lissandro are going to talk about the UI, right? So okay, just to be
Mhm.
clear, Roberto is just kind of copying some commands in to one of our like backend minting functions that we're going to
Mhm.
use, and me and Lissandro are going to tackle like how we're going to initiate this type of transaction. That's all this really is, right? Sending ADA and minting a token use the same transaction builder function with the Cardano CLI.
Yes.
So
Yes, I get that part.
yeah. Well, sorry, I'm explaining that for everyone else. What I'm thinking is instead of saying send right here in this tab, right? What if we just said build, right? Or transactions or something along those lines. Did you just break my wallet while I'm running it? You did. You saved the file. What are you doing over there? What is
No,
this?
haven't saved anything. Can
Oh
you
man.
undo without
Hold on one
messing
second.
my?
This might not be anything. Ah, we're good. We're good. I mean, the wallet's still right. Okay. So ultimately, what I'm thinking is either we say send, we keep a send, or what we can do here is add another tab that just says mint, right? Maybe that's
Are
the
you
easiest way.
are you sharing a screen?
I'm just talking on Twitch. So
Ah,
if you want to look there, it's gonna be maybe a little bit more, a lot for my bandwidth if I start sharing
no,
my
I don't
screen
have
and
Twitch.
okay. How can we do this then? That's fine. Okay, how about this? Because I don't think. I mean, real quick,
A little
Roberto, do
messy the
we?
first one.
Yeah, it's yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. When it comes to minting a transaction, do we need like okay, minting a transaction, minting a token? Do we need to like mint or send more than just one ADA? Like what's the minimum requirement?
Yep,
Mm,
that's the minimum UTXO, uh, and that's for ADA, and for tokens, it's one ADA. So
Okay,
when you send uh, a token, you need to include the one ADA because it's part of the, let's say, root protocol of tokens. Root
right. Okay,
protocol of
I
so we're
think
going to. So basically, I wanted to make a very simple form, right? We can always expand this and make it a little more feature driven later. But like at least for this stream, let's just make it super simple because well, I mean, we just want to have a successful like session essentially, right? Like we did last time. So I'm thinking from the user standpoint, what is the what's the bare minimum, right? It's just going to be the name of the token and how many you want to mint, right?
mhm, I
Yep.
guess.
Sorry, that was a question for Roberto, to be clear.
Mm.
Yep. What's the? Yeah. Well, we
Like,
can
because
extract
basically
pay
we're gonna like
key.
hard coding one ADA, right? We're just gonna say one ADA, um, and then so the form is nothing more than like what's the name of your token and how many tokens do you want? Oh, and where you're sending it to, right? Because ultimately, or do we just want to say, give me like because we can just look in the addresses JSON right for the wallet that we have and just grab the first one.
if you go and check the input parameters for the script for the CSK minter, you will see that you only need the network magic, the source address, the destination address, which we can use for convenience, just the same source address. So the minted tokens will end up on our own address. The payment secret key for the UTXOs you will be using for paying the fees of the transaction, and the token name, because we can generate. Well, we need the key hash for the policy, for the monetary policy, but we
We're going to
can
do that for them.
just
Yeah, we're doing all that for them.
for
Yeah.
for the sake of simplicity, I will just require a name for the token, and then generate the key hash for the minting policy. And if the user again introduce the same name, we will just reuse the minting policy key hash that we
you.
generated on the first.
Yeah, man, I
minting
really need my
transaction.
pen. These are good things to write down.
So,
You know what? I'll just use a whiteboard. I got a whiteboard. Because one thing we need to do, just like with the wallets, we need a, like, for instance, you know how we have folder that stores the wallets. We're going to need a same thing for tokens, right? So at the same directory level, not this marker apparently.
okay, so for the minting token function, let's say we need the signing key paths, which I don't remember what that. We use that variable while signing transactions. Are you following me?
Yep, I'm following you.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah. Here we just use SK. Where does SK come from? Okay. Okay, so signing key paths, it's an array of all the payment secret keys. So, okay, perfect.
Yep.
We will need something like this also. I have a very
Well,
particular.
real quick. You don't need to go down this path. We don't need, like, for instance, if you already have that stuff, um, I would say for
Yeah,
this particular piece, just add the minting line. It doesn't need, like for instance, we'll make a function for creating a policy, right? And for getting those verification and signing keys for the policy, right? So we have the policy ID, the policy keys, and the policy script, right? I'm going off of memory of doing this one time, so bear with me. Hold
yeah,
on.
this
Oh,
could be
don't have it
something
up
that
anymore.
we will use plenty of plenty of places. So I will extract TickPad. Do you think it's a good idea to
You
do
know
it
what?
on the?
Hold on. I have a better place. Like this is I want to keep doing what you're doing right now because it's what you're demonstrating is the workflow, right? But one second, I'm gonna kind of hijack this real quick. I'm gonna copy all of this out. Bear with me. All right. We're going to wallet service. Ultimately, our wallet service, right, is like more of like your business logic type stuff. You know what? Let me just let me just drive for a bit, and I think I can catch us up pretty quickly.
Sure.
All right, so we will need to know the network. Let's see. We'll call it wallet name in the particular case. Amount. We don't want. We're just gonna do one for now. So yeah. To address. We're gonna send it to ourselves. Right. Again, we're keeping this simple. So, um, All right, just for later. All right, so from here we need token name, token amount.
Um,
We will need the
uh,
passphrase. We're not gonna send metadata with this, are we? I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard. We just throw in a file uploader and be done with it.
let's do it.
All right, yeah, we're going. We're doing it. We're living dangerously now at this point. All right. Okay, so all right. Just correct me if I'm wrong. And you know what? I'm gonna just do this so everyone can see. I'm basically gonna just kind of follow what you're doing here. So step one is ultimately we need to create a policy. I don't know what name to think about this. Step two at this point. Okay, get policy params. How do we do that? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Get protocol params, not policy parameters.
We already have.
From here, this should be simple. I mean, because ultimately, a lot of this stuff, right? We have this. This is already done logic, like getting the parameters. Get UTXOs. We got that. That's gonna get more complicated though, right? Because if we need to send the token, we have to update how we do the UTXO.
Yeah.
For calculate. All right, so this is essentially. All right, 4 is a lot. Because the 4 is basically, and I'm looking at this just to be clear. All right, so we're getting our ins. So essentially what we're doing here is we're finding which UTXOs we want to spend. Then really all he's doing here is getting the number, right? Because if you use multiple UTXOs to spend, we actually need to know that you have multiple UTXOs. What is this? Query our address again to save the output. Okay, I'm gonna go with this redundant.
That's a very nasty parsing of the Cardano CLI output, but we will be using GraphQL to get the balances for the address.
All right, so we don't have to necessarily worry about that too much then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we can move on to 5. In fact, I think when I was writing my own scripts for this, I just completely skipped 4 when I was doing something. I feel like I combined 3 and 4. Let's see.
So can I start copy
Yeah,
pasting?
by all means. Perfect. Look at that. This is why I love the live share, right? It's like I can do research and you can just fill in the code. 5. Okay, so 5 is where we start to construct the transaction itself. So first we build the draft, right? So we can calculate the fees. So that's 5.1 and 5.2 here. So we're building the draft transaction to figure out then what the fees are. And then that's when we can, basically the next 3 steps from there is building the transaction, signing the transaction, and then submitting it. It's real, pretty much that simple at that point.
Let
Okay.
me grab an address from testnet that already has some custom tokens, so we can see the output from GraphQL when you have different tokens. Because that's something we will need to.
All right, so get UTXOs. So then from there, once we have it, it's really just build draft transaction. All right, so these I think are essentially the steps, right? So we create the token policy, we get the protocol parameters, we get our UTXOs, then we build the transaction. Now note, this will be that one transaction that I started in the other file. I think the Cardano CLI file. So it's gonna almost have like a let's say, hold on, let's just go look at it. All right, I think we're done with this file. Yeah, Cardano CLI, minting token. Hold on, what's the sign transaction, build transaction? So we'll call it minting transaction. Well, we know it's draft. Calculate fees, that doesn't change. Yeah. Man, this is going to a lot of crazy stuff. Okay. Sign it, that's great. Oh man, the signing keys. Okay. Where is calculate fees? Does that really get fee? It's not. All right, so right after, okay, we can just start this. Yeah, I can't wait to abstract this already. All right. From there, okay, I think from here, this is actually where it starts to get more, where it's basically the minting variation of the transaction. All right, I'm gonna let you run from here. So here, I would say, right, because this is gonna be a CLI. Yep. All right. So if you just want to add a function into the Cardano CLI to mint or to create the policy. Now, this goes back to, all right, so real quick, we got to prepare for this. I'm going to take a step back. In okay, so in the boot up of the app, we have something called setup wallet directory. What we probably should go ahead and do, this is also in the wallet service, by the way, Roberto, is go ahead and set up a token directory, right? Same structure, I'm thinking. So it's like, it's wallet, mainnet, testnet. I'm thinking we have tokens, mainnet, testnet. What do you think?
But to save the policies inside?
Yeah, like the policy file, like things that are okay to save, right? Like I'm not saying let's save the signing key or anything like that. At least not permanently. So
yeah,
basically how we do the like a normal transaction. We'll clean up at the end when we need to, right? But that way it's for instance it's like testnet and then the token name folder and then like the policy inside there and stuff like that. And what I can do is get that going. All right. I'll do that in a second. So let's jump back to the UI. All right, Lissandro, what I'm thinking is we just create a tab to the right of send. What is your thoughts on that? We'll just call it mint token or token.
It's I don't know, because have you ever seen the Exodus wallet?
Well, no,
How they
this
manage
is
it?
well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely see what you're. Oh man, yeah, that's a good point. Like, why it doesn't really need to be in the wallet itself, because it's not like the
Okay.
token belongs. Well, I mean, it kind of does, right? I mean, because if yeah, I mean, you have to mint the token from, you have to pick a wallet, and you don't want to, for instance, we don't want to have just like a token area, right? Like for instance, like we could theoretically add a top nav like we used to have, right? And it's like wallet and then tokens. But at that point, you're still going to have to divvy them up by wallet because it's not like all your tokens are intermingled. And even when you create a token, you're creating it from a wallet.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right, so then we'll run with my idea until it doesn't work out, and then we'll figure out something else. So what I'm thinking is, all right,
The thing,
hopefully this doesn't mess anything up.
I think when you do the front end, you must measure and check what is the user doing, and then modify your ideas
Well,
in the.
no. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it on the page, and until we have any other wallet really doing this, because like I mean, Daedalus doesn't do this yet. I mean, I think I've seen screenshots of Uroi, maybe. I can't remember. Maybe Ada. All right, so I'm just gonna throw it up, and we'll just play with it. I mean, we can always delete it, right? It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna call it mint. All right, don't want that. Don't want that one or that one.
I'm playing with GraphQL.
Say it again.
I'm playing with GraphQL queries, so that's why I'm so quiet.
Oh, gotcha. He's hard at work.
Okay.
All right, transactions. No. All right, you know what? Let's look at the. All right, so basically from here, we just want to create a simple form.
Bcarby form.
Yeah, like the transaction form because that's the thing. It's like not even this difficult. So I'm going to just copy this. All right, here you go. Lysandra, can you do this part? That way I can go set up the folders. All right, are you following me real quick?
Yes, but
Okay.
I can't see the final result. But oh, sorry.
I just meant VS Code if you're following me there.
Mm.
So what I'm just thinking of basically adding so I added a tab. Hopefully this doesn't ruin anything. All right, nice. So now I added a mint tab to the. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't see this final result. Man, that would be super nice if you're able to see this part. That's fine. That's man, yeah, that's actually hard. How about this?
Yeah.
Since you have the branch, just okay. Do this, and we'll play around with it. Add a fourth tab to the wallet. Call it mint, and add a form that accepts two inputs. There's just two inputs: token name and token quantity,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
that's it. All right.
Are we skipping the?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and undo all my changes here. That way, it keeps it simple.
In GraphQL, we call it asset name and asset ID.
That's not as fun. People don't want to create assets; they want to create tokens.
Okay.
Say what?
No, I was thinking if we want to show IDs at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. I would,
And
I would
it will.
definitely do. Or you know, we can separate it. I would personally separate it. That way it's like here's like the name of the token, and then here's like the ID of the token. Because I know in the UTXO they're together, right? It's like it's like policy dot name. We're gonna make it look nice, essentially.
Yep. Okay. So get UTXO's function query to GraphQL is updated to return that.
All right, is that that doesn't affect the
No, because it's in the return object, but
oh.
we are not using it, and it won't mess the current code. But we will need to update the parsing.
Okay.
For example, on the minting function. So here,
All right. So I'm going to real quick. I'm going to go ahead and update our path so we can accommodate the tokens. Or do you want me to call it? Do you want me to call it asset, like instead of token for the wallet or the folder? Let's do it.
you name it. I will just try to keep it consistent.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, for the sake of consistent. I mean, they are native assets. They're not native tokens. They're not token. Yeah, let's just call them assets. Like, I mean, that's what they are. All right.
That's what the protocol.
All right. Let's
Set.
stick to the protocol. Let's stick to protocol. You convinced me. All right. All right. So ultimately, now from here, where to go? All right. There's no point trying to do that. Commit token. All right. So all right, where is wallet? All right, so we're gonna kind of mimic the way we create a wallet. Ultimately, so with wallet, when you name it the same, we throw an error. We don't want to throw an error when you create a wallet, or when you because you can mint the same token, right, with same policy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Actually, that's what I will limit the wallet to do.
All right,
Like,
so gotcha.
if you ever
The only so basically, instead of assuming that we need to create everything, we first need to check to make sure. There goes Roberto's camera.
if if the policy is still it's already in place, we skip creating the policy again.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
So
ultimately, we just when we start creating these files, we just need to make sure that we're checking to see if they exist before we create them. All right. That's all.
yep.
Cool.
And just to let the people know that you can have same name tokens with different policies at the protocol level. That's something that you can do because the token or the asset is considered the policy ID identifier and name concatenated. So yeah, you could have duplicate names.
All right. So I'm gonna create just a bool that will tell us. Or no, not if it exists, but if it's new. That way you don't have to worry about checking every time. We'll just check in the like right when we enter, and then basically we'll just use this flag. So if there you go. If not exists, then it's new. And we not the wallet there, but the asset there.
The tab
Look at
is
you.
done. It's done.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Sandro.
The token tab is done.
The UI is already done.
Yes.
Man, you need to slow down. We're over here just making sure a folder exists. He's like, all right, the UI is done. You guys are slow.
But I don't know how to share the code there.
Here, I
Maybe I
can.
can paste it. I can paste it in the view, but I can see the result, the final result.
That's fine. Here, 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I think I don't need to see it. You can see and
Yeah, what I'll do is Did you commit to the branch?
No, but I can commit. I will commit it now. Let me commit it.
Keep hitting the refresh button until it shows up. All right, so here, do you want me to? Please tell me that works. Oh, it doesn't work. Have you created a like create asset policy function for Cardano CLI? Because I can start getting all those functions ready.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got build the transactions in, build transaction, minting transaction, sign verification keys. All right, hold on a second. This is the best part. See, I don't have to guess where you're at. I can just follow you. Okay, so you're just in the minting transaction. Okay, so this minting transaction, for instance, let's just break this out, right? So we want a specific function that all it does. Like, for instance, I'm thinking one function per command, right? So if you're just doing a policy, then it's just that.
Yeah.
And we can let the business layer worry about, like, calling them in the right order. Yeah, you just pick it up. Yeah, I didn't know if create monetary policy. Perfect. That sounds great.
Yeah, basically asset path. Very good.
I agree. All right, so I think James is just poking the bear on this one, saying that the word wallet feels so limiting. I agree. Oh my goodness, I hate the word wallet. It's where we hold funds. What a interesting terminology too. Do we really hold funds in our wallet? No. Our wallet is nothing more than a collection of keys that allows us to view the blockchain in a particular way. Funds are not stored in the wallet. They're not stored in a computer, right? They're all in the blockchain at all times. Your keys it's like a pair of goggles. It lets you view the blockchain in a particular way. That's it. Yeah, we gotta come up with a different name than wallet. I think it's like it's deceiving, or it's like it's just confusing. It's like, for instance, even when you are using, let's say, something like Daedalus, right? You add a wallet. Do you? Is that really what you're doing? Because you're using a wallet software. So it's like I'm using wallet it's like you can't even call Daedalus like a one word thing. It's like a clarifier. I have to add a clarifying term that says, "Oh, this is wallet software. It's not just a wallet." Anyway, yeah. Treasury. Treasure. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I mean, to me, that's at least it's not wallet. That's good enough for me. Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm doing to be done in a different way.
Oh, real quick, as you go. All right, you go ahead and type that up, and I'm going to correct it. You just do your thing. You take your you just write bash in JavaScript, and I'll make it JavaScript afterward. Yeah, that's how this normally works, right? Roberto knows how to do everything. I just know how to make it JavaScripty. Soon we'll make it .NET-y. Don't worry, it's coming. I already have. I told you, right, where I actually have, like C# generating the keys, just like Cardano address. So the BIP 39 is done. So I'm entering into basically BIP 44, BIP 32, SIP 1852, all those uh, improvement proposals. That is nothing more than a whatever. It's just the HD wallet, right? So I have the master or the wallet private key. I'm not going to use wallet private key. I have the 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 root key. Thank you. That's the other word. So I got the root key generating. So now I just got to work on the address derivations so we can get the different levels for the wallet. So wait, real quick, Lysandra, did you add the code?
Eh, no, but I will paste in the view component because I can push the code. I have the same error that yesterday when I was trying to push.
Man, see, Lysandra is
I don't know
fast,
why.
but he has a hand tied behind his back. Like between Git,
I do. No, I
plus
have a lot of problem with kids. I don't know why it's not working this day. I was
yeah,
I was I stayed more time in Git than than in the programming side fighting
oh
against
man,
Git.
yeah, that's yeah. Okay, if you want to go ahead and add them though, do you? I'm trying to think. Um, oh wow, hold on one second.
I can write code while you are working in.
You should be able to navigate, and you should be able to work freely.
Okay, then I will paste it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know if you.
Here, I'm gonna follow you. Oh my gosh, too much. I don't know what's going on. Stop this. Oh wait, anonymous read only. Oh, one second. One second. I think he has read only access. 1 second. Were you able to
Let's see.
paste that?
No, I think I have only.
Real quick. I think
Read only, yes.
you only have read
I
only.
can see here.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Can you request write access? Man, how do I do this? I wish I remembered. It's like
And
not giving me.
after
So I can remove you. Don't want to do that.
focus, no, not focus.
What?
I think I'm missing in.
Hmm.
Yes.
Now I'm just trying to figure out how to give. Yeah, because it says you have your anonymous and read only.
No?
All right, so you. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, go ahead and leave. 1 second. I have an idea. Um.
No?
Oh, look at
I
you.
think no.
Yep, you
Yes,
did it
yes,
now. You did it. Okay,
yes.
cool. All right.
We are moving forward.
Yes. We're moving forward on the UI. There we go. Okay, so he has write access. All right, just note you are in the send transaction tab.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
I will paste here the new tab.
All right, so we have okay address. Whoa.
One is token, and we need here one more.
We might have too many.
Amount and the function to send token.
Hold on, I think we might have messed up our pasting here on this one. Oh yeah, there's too many tabs. Holy crap.
Too many?
Yeah, 1 second. Alright, I thought I had these. Hold on, I think. Whoa, okay. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly. How about this? What if you just paste it like just overwrote the whole
Yes,
file?
I can see.
Yeah.
I can
Just
I
copy
can
your whole file and
see.
overwrite it. I don't think that's what we want.
Okay.
Alright, so you go ahead and do that. I'll jump over to what Roberto's doing. Let's see what he's doing. Alright, so we have the policy verification file, or key file, got the signing file, got the script file,
Copy
all that
pasting.
stuff.
I put back the code.
Alright.
Too many tabs. Let's do it again.
So we're back over here.
I don't know.
It's still doing it.
It's doing something strange when I
All right, 1
paste the
second.
file.
I have an idea. All right, there's no more contents to the file. I delete all the lines of the all lines. So just copy your whole file content and then just paste it in there.
The whole
Yeah,
file?
all of wallet details. Copy the whole thing. Because ultimately, I mean, we're on the same branch, so we shouldn't. Whatever you change should just be the only. Yeah. All right. All right. I need to unfollow you. Okay.
Good. Then it should be.
Yeah. There we go.
good.
We're good. Yep. All right. So what I'll do is we'll just look at what he changed. Super white screen. You know, I think I can change that. Yeah. There we go. I'm not hurting anybody's eyes. All right. So we just updated wallet details. Okay, so we added a new tab called token. Let's see. We have some fields. All right. So ultimately, we have 2 input fields: one for token amount and address. All right. Let's. We don't need to do. All right. I'm gonna pull this over here. I'm gonna update this a bit.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we need a new form. All right. So basically, we have the send form, and we're gonna do instead of a send form, we're gonna do a mint form. We need token name. Well, you know what? We're calling it asset. Sorry. We'll just call it asset. Like that. And then amount. So yeah, just call it amount.
Yes.
Should we just default to 1? What is going on here? What do you think, Roberto? Just default it to 1?
What are you talking about?
You know what? I'm gonna set. Let's default to 0, which would essentially break the validation. That way, they can't just accidentally. Basically, I'm talking about the input form for the minting of the asset, right? So we're allowing them to name the asset and then tell us how many of the tokens, or whatever.
The response is 42. Always 42.
Oh, wait, 40. What's 42? I'm sorry.
So
all right. So you know what? We won't even let them update the amount. You just always get 42. Right? Just always 42. That's the meaning of life anyway. Okay, so let's do that, and then all right, let's scroll back up. Man, I don't know why. I just want to call it token. All right. Bit form I don't remember what I called it. I think I just called it asset. Yeah. Dude, what is up?
Yes.
Are you? It's like every time.
I don't touch anything.
Yeah, and it's like it's adding it though, right?
It's
It,
because you must end it. It's okay,
no, it's already ended.
but no, it's okay. It's filling it this part.
Yeah, is in there twice.
No, I can see it
Oh, okay. Don't add
one
it.
time.
Don't add it because it's not. I on my side, it's already there. Yeah. Okay. So every
No.
time you say every time it saves. All right. So there's a glitch.
Yes, I can see
Real,
it once.
yeah, I see it twice, which is causing an error. That's
Mm, mm.
anyway. We're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore it because it doesn't matter at the moment. Asset name. We don't need anything on change. We will do asset errors. Required. Yes, it's required. Real quick, when it comes to the, yeah, all right. So let's go back. Um, so this is where it's going to get interesting. I mean, the multiple forms, and I think this is actually where breaking it out would have been super beneficial. All right. Don't hate me, Lissandro, but I'm going to kick you so I can save this file and read it.
Don't worry.
Okay, you can join back. Validation. Oh wait, I think that's what this is. Where are the validation? Yeah, we gotta clean this up. It's hard to read. All right, so basically, I'm looking for the validations on this.
Yeah. Okay. And I think there is the validation. Look.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was thinking I'm looking at the create wallet form where I'm looking for like those long, for the mnemonic checking. So okay, yeah, we're good.
The
All right.
rules.
Yeah. All right, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
I think it.
I don't think there's anything we need. I don't think we need to do anything on focus. Like ultimately, this is a super simple form. You just fill it in, things are required, and that's it. So disabled. I'm not gonna worry about it. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that type of stuff. Mid form. What do we say? I think it's just called a mount. Roberto, holler at me if you need something. Probably need to. I'm gonna call it mint real quick, just because I want it to be clear that what you're doing here is minting a token, or we'll even call the submit button mint.
Mhm. The
Okay.
validation. I saw it.
All right.
But
So where? Okay, real quick. Where is this?
no, I don't know what is that.
Oh, validations right there. Wait.
Yes.
Why? Yeah. Why are they empty? I don't remember.
Hmm.
Or is it just like the library that needs that? Oh, right here. I found it. All right. So address. All right. I'm just gonna copy this. That's pretty much programming. Copy paste. Asset errors. We're gonna call this asset. Yep. Nope. We're gonna go mint form. Asset length. Okay. So yeah, asset is required, and then it's. You know what? I'm sorry. Make sure we don't have an invalid one. Real quick, actually, can you can include number? Yeah, because I included numbers on my asset name. That okay. So that's That should be good. So we should up here have asset errors. Yep. Okay. Asset name. Cool. Let's just say amount. All right. So we need asset amount errors. I have a feeling amount is already there. Do we need focus in on that? Like, what does that do? I don't
No,
do any of that.
that focus is when you click the tab. It checks the form validation.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on 1 second. I have a feeling this form is doing that number formatting thing. Oh. All right, whatever
Validate.
that is, I don't think we need that.
No, you can remove it.
Yeah.
For now, at least.
Yeah, we can add validation later. Let's just get it going. In fact, I'm not gonna worry about validation at all. Like, we can just add this stuff later. We can say it's required. I don't know if that's gonna do anything.
You need the V model only.
Just the VMO. Okay, yep. All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right, send token. Nope, we're gonna say mint asset. So we need a function called mint asset. Is it submit? Was it called submit? Send ADA? Why do I? Yeah. Okay. So on click. Okay. Sorry, that was my fault. All right. So we're going to make another function, mint asset. Again, we're not going to worry about validation at the moment. We're just wanting to mint some tokens. Can we please stop doing that? Can't hit tab. What is going on? Weird.
Then
All right.
you should put that there the backend code.
Oh man, so this is where we really should be using state, right? And we use Vuex to call.
Yes, because you are putting the backend in the view component, and that is not good at all.
Yeah.
The backend should be in the Vuex.
All right.
And
See that's why Lissandro's around, to make sure that we're writing good front end code. All right. What? Okay, this is what I'll do. Since I'll write the connector. Okay. If you have write access. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and pick this up then? And you can implement the Vuex part, and then essentially I will implement the IPC, the part like the inner process communication piece. So ultimately, I'll accept the form that you are submitting back to Electron, and then I can I can relay it over to what Roberto is writing.
the problem is here. Look, if you go to if you go to store wallets and actions, when I was trying to call the backend from there, it wasn't working pretty well. I was trying to fix because the dir name in the dir name in the
No,
node.
okay, so that's the thing. You don't need to call that. That's not what you need to do. We're gonna leave that we're gonna leave that on the Electron process. All we need to do so this is what I'm envisioning here is we do this. This right here. You just need to emit an event to Electron. So almost like treating the process communication like an API, right? So that way so we just need to import the Electron piece on the store.
So I must call the electron part in the backend of
Yeah,
the view. Um,
exactly. In the
mm,
store itself. Yeah, if you just use the
mhm,
store to talk to Electron, I think that'll be really interesting though because it involves a listener. Um,
mhm.
so that's the part I don't know about. Because
Then
ultimately,
when
you
we
you
change,
don't you don't want to establish a listener every time you do this because then you
mhm,
keep adding listeners over and over, right? Which is a lot of the reason why this particular, like right here, like on destroy, we turn the listeners off of the component.
um, I
Which
lost your.
I wonder if I feel like I can force you to follow me. Oh, I know. Never mind. It's not what I thought it was.
I lost your follow.
Um, in the live share screen where it's participants.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
if you click on me.
I
All right,
found.
now I gotta go back where I was. So this
Yes,
right here, um,
yeah.
is there? I wonder if there's a way that we can just set the listeners up, right,
Mm-hmm,
one time,
mm-hmm.
in the store. So almost like when the store is getting established, right? Oh yeah, we totally could do that. Hold on a second. Where is all right? Store index, right? Because then you should have access to the modules, or we do it on the module itself. Where is wallet? No. Hold on a second. Let me step
It's
back.
in
Step back.
the store is here in the
Yeah. So I'm on
it,
the. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Basically, on line 4 though, when you're importing the wallet, what exactly are you importing? Is that just importing all of those files?
yes. Here,
Okay.
can you follow me?
Yep. Yep.
If you, here you
Perfect.
store
Where's
state,
this?
getters, mutation. Action is the asynchronous function, and mutation is a synchronous function.
Awesome.
And
Okay,
so
so this is what I'm
require
thinking.
name.
If we do the listeners here, right? Because this is only going to get called once when the app boots up, right?
I think listener must be in
No, I mean like
mutation.
right here. Because ultimately, what we could
Oh,
do is have, you could say something like, IPC renderer dot on
mm-hmm.
response. So basically, this is a listener, so we want the response for this. Let's call it mint asset, right? So we might do a request. So I do REQ and then RES. So like REQ is when you send it out, and then RES is for when you commit a request response.
Yes,
And then
I
basically,
follow the idea of
okay,
do
cool,
you yes we must set up just once at the beginning.
exactly.
Although yes,
Okay, cool.
I got it.
So I just don't know which one that goes into. So okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna just hit me up if you have questions. What I'm gonna do now is create this piece in the backend. All right.
But I don't know if this one will work.
Yeah.
I must check.
Yeah. If it doesn't, then we'll just throw it in the on the view side, and you'll get really upset. But we'll make it work, and we'll make it work. We'll make it accurate later.
I will set this as a reminder.
Okay. So let's see. I think we just need one.
What do you say?
Sorry, I'm more or less just talking aloud.
Okay,
Mid
no worries.
asset. Okay, so here I'm coming to you to tell you what your listener is. Oh wait, did you just come? Yeah, you just came to me. All
It
right,
it
hold on a second. There you go.
Hmm.
So on the wallet store JS file, yeah. So this is, it's not whatever that's wrong. It's that.
Hmm.
All right. So that's what you're going to be listening for. Um, and oh, whatever. I'm going to put it here just because I don't again know where it goes. So when you emit the event, it's just REQ mint dash asset. Which, Lissandra, I have to admit, I'm really impressed with your ability to jump in and just make sense of all of me and Roberto's mess that we call Lift Wallet. I mean, you were just able to jump in. It's like, yeah, I got this. These guys are crazy, but I can make this work. All right.
Different
So,
layers of craziness coming together. That's amazing to observe.
exactly. What did we call this method?
Well, at the beginning, UX, the thing is, UX is hard to understand at the beginning because uh, when you saw the explanation, or when I saw the explanation, it's hard to get. But once you get it, it's not so hard. That
Um,
Maximilian Schurer more, I don't know how
Yeah, I've
explain
seen.
it really well. Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good.
yeah, yes,
I like a lot. I've watched a
so,
ton of his Udemy tutorials or courses.
yes. He
Lisandro, you
explains
will need
really well.
to convince this guy that joined us on Discord today because he hates Vuex. Uh,
No, no, UX is.
why?
All right, there we go. We got a feud going on. I like it. All right, so we're not accepting wallet name, right? Okay, so wait, do we actually? All right, so I'm just gonna pull this over. Oh man, do we? How do we check for the metadata path? Do we just see if it's null? I think we just see if it's null. All right, because what I want to do. Okay, real quick. Yeah, let me finish wiring this up, and then I'm going to see what Roberto's up to. Back in. All right, so ultimately, we have. Oh man, how do we get the wallet name? I can't remember. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to assume that. Yeah, all right. We're going to assume that we can do this. Oh wait, we need to accept the passphrase. We need to add another um, input. All right. Cool. In fact, all right. I'm gonna go mess with the form again.
Go ahead.
Where are we at? There we are. All right. I'm gonna say null. So we're just gonna pass null. So it's clearly the right idea there. And passphrase. Well, oh man. Okay, never mind. Actually, this is the best part because we already have those fields, so we can actually just move them over. All right. We can. Oh, this is gonna be cool. I think we're gonna be able to just go ahead and send metadata, um, straight from like when we mint. That should be pretty simple.
Hmm.
Oh man.
You should change the form. Ah, yeah. Here.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm staring at this right here. Do we? Because really, that should.
It's an icon. You can remove it.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
No.
I mean, it shouldn't. Oh wait, hold on. We don't want to.
No, you don't need a password. Remove it because you will see the dots. If you set as a password, you will see the dots only.
Yeah, it's a passphrase. We don't want to.
Okay.
We don't. Yeah. Sorry. What I'm removing. Because basically, that field has that whole eye thing, right? You can click on the eye to see it, or. So I'm just removing. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to remove it. Let me keep it in. But I am going to change that to. I hate to do that. All right. We have a lot of cleanup, but ultimately, I think. Click. Yep. Okay. Again, we're not going to do any of this stuff. None of that. All right. Hopefully that doesn't break. It broke. Oh, there's a duplicate key.
R0.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just gotta clean up the errors. So don't need that. All right. So we have the mint tab, right? And then we can enter in a asset name of awesome token, right? If I can type. And there's only one because it's going to me. Enter the passphrase, upload a metadata file, yada yada. Okay. And then we just hit mint. So we're almost there, right? I'm sure Roberto's done. He must be done.
Almost.
All right, so I guess from here, Lissandro, if we can now, there's actually two things we need to pass along when we submit the form, and it's the two pieces aren't even a part of the form. So we need to include the wallet name, which really, if we look, it's just these two things right there.
The wallet name.
Which is actually the wallet ID, this dot wallet ID on the component. And then we need a hardcode testnet for network. All right.
So you must wallet ID. I can see. What is wallet ID or wallet?
The key actually needs to be wallet name. I think that's what I called it. Yeah, wallet name. Here. Where do you want me to put this? Where are you working? I don't even know where you're working at the moment.
No, I am following you.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is what we need to pass.
Okay.
Network is hard coded. Wallet name is this dot wallet ID. All right. I'm gonna let you run with submitting the form and then passing all the parameters to Vuex into the store and doing that. Is that cool?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If not, I mean, the thing is, what we could do just to make it work is to follow what the current send transaction is doing, and just submit it there, and then we can. Because that's this thing, like we don't need to. I think this particular approach that we were talking about, putting the listen here, is going to work. But for the sake of just getting this to work right now, we can circle back and implement this pattern later.
This one, I think it won't be possible. But
you don't think it'll work right here? Because ultimately, this is what I'm thinking. All right, so where for instance, right? We have this now. Where would you want to accept the it's in actions, right? So actions is what's going to make, like, for instance, let's imagine this was an API call. Actions is where you make the API call and then accept the response, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So this is what I'm imagining.
I think let's do something quick now
All
because
right.
I have an idea.
All right. So
Maybe
do you want me just to make it work then?
yes, but let
All right.
me
I'm going to leave all this here. You can play with it. What I'm going to do, I'll just make this work and then you can make it better.
I think here we must put
Yeah. So no, exactly. No, real quick though. You don't want to put the listener here, right? Because every time you
but
make the action, you're going to create a new listener.
if you put it here at the mounted, maybe not. At the
All right.
mountain,
How about this? How about we play with this later? I think I definitely think what we're thinking will work. Um, but I want to. I kind of want to move this along. We are an hour and a half in, and let's just get this going. Mint asset.
because this part will be in the mounted will be called just once.
Right, but if you
And
mount multiple times, right? Because that's the thing. Mount can get called more than once, right?
but why it will be because yes, that's true. You're right. I got the point.
Yeah.
That is why I think
I still think we can do this. I still think I still think what we want to do is absolutely uh ultimately asset name. I just want to
there is
move
a
along.
function.
All right, asset
That
name. Is it called asset amount? Asset name. I call it token amount. All right, let's not call it that. Roberto, how are you doing?
I need to start executing things.
All right, yeah. I think we're
I
good.
think
I'm just
in my mind, it should work.
network, wallet name, asset amount, passphrase. Okay, great. We're all good. I just need to update the form that we're looking at. Mint form. All right, we don't want to do this conversion. Ultimately, that's just taking it from Ada to Lovelace. We're not doing that. But this is asset amount. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Oh, come on. I just realized that's not how that works. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Okay. Mint. All right. I think the front end is good to go, actually. For now. It's for now. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Hold
No,
on.
no, I
Okay.
must.
We gotta respond. We gotta listen for it at least. All right, Roberto, what are you said you need to start executing stuff. All right,
Yeah.
so let's review real quick. We have the asset directory. Ultimately, we're just flagging whether or not it is a new asset. So in case you're basically minting more of the same asset. Create monetary policy. All right, so let's look at this. You're passing in a payment verification file. I think what I was looking at. Okay, we gotta pass that in, I think. From here. Okay, I gotta stop following you. All right, let's go look at that. All right, so real quick, yeah, good job. All right, we want to take that part out. Getting the payment verification file that's being passed in get key hash. Oh, I mean, do we? I mean, that's fine. I think that's.
I think we can just import it like no, it's not imported. Yeah, just feel free to rearrange the argument.
Yeah, I can do that later. Let's like we'll just get this working. All right, cool. So ultimately, you want to start. Oh man, he's going for it. Lissandra is going for it. All right, wallet
Harry,
service.
you can add the
So the Dandelion updates, those are good. Hold on, let's see what he updated.
we will add
Looks
the
okay. So we just added some value. That looks great.
Yeah, that's returns tokens object with the the balance for every token. So we just need to pass those to the draft transaction building.
I mean, do you just want us to like start running it, see what happens?
No, it will crash. But
Well, I mean, we can. I mean, but we can debug it. Essentially, is my thought. All right. So get monetary policy ID. All right. So that's essentially we're saying in that one, it's just if it exists, right? You just want to get the file. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm looking at Git. Let's just do this right here. There's empty. Oh no, it's not empty. Let's just save it. It's hard to look at chain sets when you don't have all the changes, right? All right. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. All right, let's clean up these tabs. I can't look at all
okay,
these
that's
tabs. Okay. And you know what? We'll do this. All right.
Are you following me?
No.
Because
Do you want me to follow you?
okay, no, it was just in case to start talking about what I'm doing.
Yeah. Here,
Um,
let's. All right. So let me follow you, and then you kind of walk us through what you've been doing. All right, I'm following you now. All right, so your verification
uh,
file or key path.
so yeah, this will be the entry point. The first, let's say, the first function we call. For that, we need the asset path that you already check here if exists. Is passed, we can just execute this in an idempotent way, like it will overwrite files, but we can add some checks later. It's no problem for now to execute this every time. Also, yeah, you pass me the asset path. I copy pasted this from somewhere in this file. Yeah, there.
So
Then
here's the thing. What if I may not have? Okay, we're gonna have to create a new wallet. That's fine. That's fine. Because I basically these wallets might be old. so I don't have the new keys. So
It's well, it should be safe. Okay. Then we need to calculate the key hash for the multi-signature script for the minting policy that it's get from the verification key. I don't know if we want to call this file here. I just use a path for sake of consistency,
mhm.
but it's it's
Oh, is it actually a file?
yeah, it's a file path. It's
Gotcha.
like
We'll clean it
sounds
up.
a bit.
Yeah, we'll clean it up. Don't worry about it.
Okay, this will write the policy, prepare this command, which will generate the actual policy. It's down
All
here.
right, so yeah, and then when all right, so here's one thing I would do since we potentially need to reference those files again, right?
Yep.
All right,
In the
real quick,
transaction.
before we go any further, I think what we should do
Wait.
is pass in the files instead of doing it here because we'll have to um you know do it again.
We don't. We just need the policy script. The policy script
So real quick, he
is
is looking here. So I know we need the script, right?
yeah. That's the only thing we need for the draft.
Okay, so we don't need the verification key or the signing key at all.
No, and we have the get policy ID function that we will need also.
All right, cool. I mean that works for me. Um. All right, so we're okay. So back on. Okay, so then you execute the monetary policy. So we now have a policy ID essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ultimately we have and the scripts and the keys. All right, so then we get the parameters. Whatever we know how to do that. We got the UTXOs. We already know how to do that. We
And
got
that's an
Lysandra breaking the app.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Keep doing your thing.
I didn't know that.
All right. So calculating fee. That's great. Draft. All right. So from here, this is. All right. I don't want to take over. Where are you at now?
Say it again.
Where are you at next?
We need to parse the token balances, and that's
Oh
a
man,
bit tricky
that is a
because
bit
we need
tricky.
to convert. I don't know how to share this. If I share my screen, can you try this query on GraphQL Playground?
Where are you giving it?
We'll throw it.
Oh wait, you can do it in the live share chat. Does that work?
Um, where is the chat for this?
Go to live share and you should see a little speech bubble next to my name and the participant or contacts.
Okay. So, can you execute? So that we
You want to give me
give.
an address to execute it with?
Yeah. I
Okay.
will give you an address that holds some tokens.
All right, so we got the playground right there. Well, we can do that. All right, so by the way, if anyone doesn't know about this tool Dandelion that Lift Wallet leverages, you need to check it out. Roberto, he's crazy with this stuff. All right, I'm just going to get rid of that.
Just click on query variable. Okay, let's
It didn't work.
let's go.
All right, hold on. All right, so you said do what? Click the query button.
You
No.
have query variables at the bottom.
Oh man, I did not see that. So
At the bottom of that view, yep, and you can paste my last message. No, no.
you're okay. Okay. Nope, I got you. I'll just do what you said. Okay, cool. So we are looking at UTXOs of an address that has quite a few tokens. So you 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5. So you have 5 tokens here.
Yep.
All right.
42 of each of for each of them.
Goodness.
This
All right.
has a name.
So real quick, we don't need to deal with tokens then. If tokens are split out like this at the moment, for just minting, right? I think for sending tokens, 100% we gotta do this, but not for minting.
Well, actually, if you mint one token and you want to mint another one, you will need to deal with UTXOs for those. So
All right.
actually,
Fine. Just trying to make it easy. Never easy.
but
All right.
yeah, we can do one transaction and then switch wallet. And that's it.
All right.
Because yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting like it's almost 4 a.m. here, and my brain is
Oh my
already
goodness.
going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said you took a nap, though. I mean, you should be fine. All right. Yeah. Let's just run.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Uberman sleep cycles work for 2 hours. You do 20 minutes of power naps, and you are good to go for 2 hours. Then we're like exhausted again.
All right. We need to move that. Don't
Well,
need. Okay. Minting
I got
transaction.
the
Did you get
mm,
the submit working with state then?
no, I got the here we have. Can you follow me
Here, let me
the code?
let me help Roberto real quick. So this
Okay.
man needs to get some sleep eventually.
Mm.
All right, let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, so
Okay,
in
with
here,
the scaffolding I put in place, you could actually figure out.
oh, okay, yep. All right, so we just don't need to deal with other tokens then. Yeah, you go ahead and write that. I'll just make the transaction work.
You already doing it. Okay, that's it.
1 second, I'm gonna bring up a different just because. That's not what I want. Tokens. All right, so then from here, Roberto, you still with us?
Yeah, still
Okay.
here.
Sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, he fell asleep. All right. So on the out transaction, so really we just all right. So you have the mint already done. That's great. So on the out, yeah, we're gonna try to keep this super simple with a new wallet. Out. So we go 2 plus. Wait, change. Is this the correct out?
Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
if you do
We're
one
gonna hard.
transaction,
Yeah.
which
All right.
is on address, change address is our own address, so you just need to do like plus mint amount, policy ID, asset name. Yeah, these three.
Don't we need to
Um,
do? Hold on. I'm gonna write something. You just tell me if I'm like not right, but this is what I thought we did. So plus, or not one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically I'm going to send one ADA, and then I guess that's just noting that it's Lovelace. And then I have my mint amount. Mint amount, yeah. Total amount. Oh wait, no, we need a plus. Plus mint amount with a policy dot asset name, right?
Mhm.
Remember, because I'm hard coding one ADA.
And actually, if you are sending yourself, you don't need to put one ADA, because if you already, I mean, let me back. This should be added for. Imagine you are sending someone else the token. You will need to include one ADA in that transaction output for that address. But since this address is ours and we are sending ourselves all the ADA that it's on our transaction input, that should be enough.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I just make it what it needs to be.
so change, since to address is our address, and I
Yeah.
don't think we need actually change address, just
Well, yeah,
address.
we still need to say what address. Yeah, we still need a to address, right? We still
Uh,
gotta say that it's our
address,
address.
our own address could be the change address. I'm not sure what
Oh,
does
sorry,
it.
I didn't see that. 100%. Okay.
Um, yeah, this should be total use less. Yeah, this should be changed, I think. Um, wait, I need to rethink this. Total use 0 for transaction in on transaction ins. Total use. What is total use?
That just lets us know how many UTXO ins there are. Or really, you could rename that to total UTXO ins or
No,
UTX ins,
no. Okay, so change is
which you might not
total.
need that.
No,
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. That's the. So, like for instance, if there's multiple UTXOs, right, and one of your UTXOs didn't equivalent, wasn't enough to cover however much you're sending, all it's doing is it should be okay. 1 second. The total use is bad, and that's not the correct.
can remove all of that and just send the whole amount.
There you go. Total value. So
Okay,
total
so
value minus amount. So amount is what we want to send, which I don't know if you
no,
just want.
yes,
You may not need
this,
that there.
this call this on output, and this should be always something on output. Lovelace. You actually don't need to put Lovelace here, but for sake of readability, I like to do it. Yeah, that should work actually.
I finally understand what the out is really doing because to be clear, right? It's really just saying, all right, for if anyone's like wanting to understand this whole plus, oh, I just messed it up. Plus some like
Oh,
a number or something, right? Ultimately, we're saying we're sending a bundle in this particular case, right? We're sending a bundle to this particular address, and we're adding a certain number of Lovelaces, right? And then we will add a certain number of another token. And when Roberto is talking about parsing the UTXO to understand what we really need to send, you may need to send the other tokens that are in that bundle. So this is where you just keep saying plus X amount, whatever that token, space token name, plus amount, space token name. So you just keep adding with the plus
yeah.
symbol. So it's almost like a delimiter, right? Just to,
And if we execute this 2 times, since we don't have parsing for all the tokens, and we won't be able to include here the first token we already minted, it will fail the second time. But we agreed to try it like this. So
one second.
let's do it.
Let me just look at it. I know you. Okay, pause. Because really, we just need. Okay, but honestly, to me, it's this. It's like the asset name. So yeah, let's just do one. And I mean, if I had to make a bunch of wallets, like whatever.
Okay.
So I mean, I got three we
Uh,
can work with.
then we should. Are you following me? Just start filling the parameters here, which we can take.
Yeah. So we need the which we
We can copy this.
is it just it's Mary dash era.
Not exactly.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get that the error discovery. That'll be nice. I mean, technically you already have it. I just need to add it.
Yep.
So really, it's just on me.
Change address is gone.
Yes,
It's gonna be.
but we need.
Let me copy the
We
definition.
still need. Okay, yeah. 1 second. I need to unfollow you. I'm not following you.
Oh man, I hate IDEs. I love my Beam.
Yeah, I know. You just just throw me in Vim and I'm good.
You're insane.
I know he is. Oh crap! I grabbed the wrong one.
um,
Yeah, he's just like I'm just gonna QW everything or WQ. I guess you don't want to quit then, right? That wouldn't make any sense. Helmet time. Oh my goodness. Man, it's almost 10 o'clock here, but Roberto's like put like I think just your tiredness, like right. I can see the like your eyes just like glazing over from the 4 a.m. Coding session.
okay.
Okay. Path. Do
I'm
we
not
have
sure
wallet
if
or we
in
need
fee.
wallet?
No, that's okay. Zero zero to address. We want this to be which one? Oh,
Addresses. Just make it the first one. So index 0. I think. How do we do that exactly? Oh, dot address. So yeah, index 0 dot address.
okay. Oh, shit.
I don't know why it's yelling at you.
And
Okay.
as
Yeah.
as a name mint amount that comes from the front end. I hope.
It's definitely not Allegra.
We call it asset name is okay. Asset ID needs to come from get policy ID function. Yeah. So.
So that is this right here. Did you okay, asset path. What okay, yeah. Did
What
you
was it?
already hold on a second. Let's make sure that's imported.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. All right. So I just imported it into wallet service.
Asset path will choose asset there, and that's it. ID.
All right. So
Yep. If I'm not
hold on one
really
second. That's not going to do what we think it's going to do. Real quick. So when we execute the policy ID script, what's the output?
uh,
There you go. Okay, you got it. So is it's just going to print it? It's going to give you a JSON. No, it won't. It goes to the
no,
JSON. Sorry.
actually ID. It's yep, an ID from the policy script.
Okay.
Uh, it's not really well coded because I'm assuming here this is the uh, policy script file, which will do like
Yeah, it's like
instead of path, but
yeah.
you know,
Yep.
it should work. I will let the refactor for later.
Yeah. This is where I would go in and just like scrub this all through and make it.
We can
All right,
call
so we
it
got
let's
asset ID.
that and this.
Real quick. Okay, so let's say I ran this twice. Um,
That's no problem.
so like I know it overwrites, but like for instance on line 263, I have this check that tells you whether or not the folder's been created. And we're assuming like if the folder's been created, right, then you've created that. So is the only thing we don't need to do step one, create the monetary policy because it's already been created. So if you go later and then grab the policy ID, right?
Uh, yeah, but it's idempotent. I mean, you can execute the create token policy step. You can execute it like
All right.
many
So
times. And be
real quick,
alright.
from where we are right now, if as long as I check, if as long as I didn't, okay, real quick. So I could just say something like, if new asset. Basically, what I want to do, this is the reason why I'm asking all this question. What I want to do is I want to run that. I want to see some of this output. That way we can not like guess, right? Like, oh, first time all the way through. Let's at least try to get some things on the screen. Make sure that we're going down, like we're not missing anything.
Yeah, do your stuff of programmer.
All right. Okay,
You know,
so
in my script, in the CSK Minter, it's executed every time. That just because we can. But yeah, that's why writing the bash script took me like, I don't know, maybe 1 hour, or while learning 2 hours, and writing JavaScript would take me like days.
yeah, that is fair. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just ensuring that we have our asset path for our given networks. We hardcode testnet, but I mean clearly if you want to dig in and change testnet to mainnet and be wild and trust that this is gonna be good for you. That being said, I use our wall on mainnet all the time. So where are we at? Okay, so all I did was ensure that when we boot up the app. All right, real quick, Lissandra, where are we at? Are you okay with me trying to run this? Wallet details. Okay. Okay, so ultimately, okay. All right, okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to save all. As long as okay, we got some errors. Let's work through them real quick.
All right.
All right, let's real quick. Let's get rid of all this. You need to. All right, this is a very interesting error. Oh wow, we just have a bunch of stuff.
Follow me. I'm on.
Following you.
I will
Okay.
show you my masterpiece.
Uh,
So in
oh,
this,
this right here. No, I got it. Thank you. You're calling it a wait function right here. You need to say async. That's all.
Hmm.
yeah, it's okay to do it. Then let's do it. I'm
I mean,
already
there might be
configured.
another error, but ultimately that's a dead giveaway for that one. All right.
What's
Yep,
her?
only error in. Okay, so comments. CLI. Oh, okay. All good. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, hold on. I need to stop following you. All right. All right, that should be it.
Okay.
So wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. Isn't Wednesday a big day for you?
No.
I'm sorry, for Roberto. Don't you have like things like all day long?
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I still need to go and review a couple of catalyst proposals and do my advisor thing.
all right. Anybody in
So
chat, give me a token. What do you think I should start testing with?
let's pick a smoke LM token
All right.
R1999. You say QSR. You will tell us what's that. What's the poetry?
R99. Oh, that's Quasar. I'm scared. It's made. All right. Let's do 100 of them. No, I'll just do one. Just do one. It's an NFT, guys. Come on. Right? That's all it means. Is one. Anyway. All right. Before I hit this, actually, did I really hope I wrote this?
Do
Where
we
is the
want
vault service? Ultimately,
like
I have. Okay. So one thing we could do right now is just to check. All right. Assets. All right. So I have my folders. All right. I will need to add those to the git ignore. So hopefully I remember that. So now we're gonna hold our basically our asset policies in here. So we will end up creating an R99 folder right in there. Oh goodness. And it'll have all the information. So that's a good way to start. Um, okay, real quick. What I want to do is draft path. Okay, so here's something. Where do we set that? Oh, dude. Okay, we can't use that. That's what I think it is.
yeah, I copy pasted it, but hope that was okay. The
Okay.
data will
What we need to
probably be
do.
nothing.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything. All right. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll just copy these, throw them up here, and not right there. So we're gonna use the asset directory, right? Yeah, just for the sake of keeping it where we can see them.
Hmm.
So we're not actually doing any cleanup, so anything we generate will actually stay in there. The other thing I want to do is I want to output this. All right, roll. I gotta do the trick. Where's a good spot to do the trick? All right. Sorry, I had to start over. There. R99 1. All right, so this is going to fail, but what we really want, not do that. We want to pay attention to basically output down here. And it failed. All right, so again, this is why we're doing this. CM is not a command. Where we at with that? Okay, so this is ultimately because we're trying to use some common references in CLI that are not probably brought in, which is fine. We'll just bring them in. Just don't remember. Oh,
Here,
oh my goodness! I put it right in here. Oh, that's not good. Why did I do that? Yeah, 1 second. I know what the problem is.
I fixed it.
CLI. Why you
No, no,
fixed?
no, no. Did you add this? Just
Yeah.
it's just because I forgot to declare uh, CMD while
Oh, okay. I got you.
and actually I did bar, but you want to do it let, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I see. I see. I see. All right. So there's really nothing else I need to do then, right? Okay. Well, hold real quick. Let's. All right. So interesting. So it didn't create. Oh.
it didn't create the
Oh. Okay.
the,
I'm
the
glad it. I'm glad it failed because we got to create the folder. Well. Okay. So real quick, let's look at create wallet. Um. I'm just curious where when it like actually creates the folder because we're writing stuff to it. I mean, like starting right here, don't we write to it? No, we don't. Oh, that's right. We don't write until we get to the. This. Okay, this stuff might not actually work. Real quick, right there.
Guys, I
Yep.
think
yep.
I should go to sleep
All right, man. Well, I
too.
really appreciate you jumping on.
So see you the next time because tomorrow I must get up early.
Got a lot of meetings
Let's do that.
tomorrow. Yep.
Talk to you
See
tomorrow.
you.
Talk
See
to you
you.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. So we need to go to mint token. All right. So if not new. No wait. Sorry. If new. We want to create that folder so we can use it later. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I think it's like live share that's killing my tab ability. All right, so that will create the folder. In fact, we can just let's just piggyback off that because we don't need. Yeah. All right, where is background? Gotta love the Electron hot load. Mint. All right. Again, R99. All right, where are we at now? File. Okay.
That's Tangle sheet.
Wallet service 291.
Oh,
I'm not in the wallet service. Oh, hold on a second. Wallet path. Okay, we don't want to use wallet path. Oh wait, this is fees. We definitely want to use it out there. Don't want to use. I mean, I guess we can. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Anyway, invalid arg type. The file argument must be a string. Received type is an object. And we're talking about line. That's not gonna. I mean, anything common is not necessarily going to be line 21. Seal. Oh wait, no. Seal. Yeah, CLI. Hmm. Oh, okay. Here's the command. So we are trying to. Oh wait, hold on a second. I know the problem is. I know what the problem is. So basically, when we're creating the monetary policy, one thing we have to do whenever we take in the paths, we need to um, wrap it in quotes because my wallet name right has a space in it. So
Oh man,
yeah, I did that. I
this
did
week
that. I did that on purpose because I knew spaces were going to destroy it. All right, that should be good. How are you, Luke? Hey, at least the form worked. I mean, we're getting the form back there. I think it works. I say it works. I haven't actually confirmed that any of the information is correct that's being passed back.
if we get the draft transaction, we can.
Addresses cannot access addresses before initialization. All right, so 1 second. All right, okay, real quick. We actually have stuff. Oh wait, no, we have a folder. All right, so we don't have much. Where are you storing stuff? Nothing crazy there. Okay. Maybe I'm just thinking about the wrong thing. 304. I mean,
Yeah,
stuff should have already been saved, right? Oh, I gotta delete the folder. Hold on, okay, I gotta delete the folder. Um, or in this particular case, instead of doing that every time, so basically, oh my goodness gracious. Just set street command. So what happened was we said that the asset was already created, right? But there was nothing in there, so it just kind of started assuming that things were good, and when they were not. All right, so file already exists. Oh my gosh, because I'm making. It must be like 4 a.m. in my head at least. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is like all the little tiny little bits that are just getting in the way.
that all the time. I mean, that's what it takes to get a proof of concept from a bash script into real code with all the proper checks, a front end.
Okay, so we're back to the file thing again. Okay, so let's just look at real quick. So I don't have anything in there. Okay. What What call are we making right here? Hold on. Okay, so this particular call, it doesn't like this call.
It doesn't exist.
Does it need to exist?
I
Oh yeah.
assume that wallet was created before.
Oh,
I
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, 1 second. Okay, yeah, let me create a new wallet. Um, gonna do this. Oh, I've messed up. Oh, okay. Okay, so basically we just hit another snag because you know whatever. It's testnet. What are you gonna do? Steal my Tata? Um. All right, let's figure out because basically the command for creating those verification keys is what failed. So really, we're taking a step back at this point. Um. Gotcha. Okay. Roberto, what do you want to do here? We can keep going down this path, but like ultimately we have to fix the wallet creation.
Oh, what happened with that one? I got
Okay,
lost.
so here, let's just look at it real quick. Uh Creating it's the new piece. It's the new piece that we added, right? So those keys that we talked about, like, oh well the old wallet doesn't have it. Um
Yeah.
so yeah, I think we call it from here. Well, we'll say part one. We have an interface, right? I can fix this piece and get this up and running, and kind of maybe jumpstart our way a little bit, and then Thursday during our 11 a.m. Eastern stream, we pick up because I can get us to the point where we don't have to deal with all these little errors that we're running through right now, and you can go get sleep.
Yeah. I will need to have another power nap.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we're gonna call it there. Ultimately, I would say we're about halfway. Oh, we're about halfway. We're to the point where we're passing parameters back to create the token, and we're starting to kind of get into the heavy pieces where we're actually trying to execute all the commands to get this going. So ultimately, we'll be back Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I will do some work in between to make sure, maybe we can look into that UTXO stuff if I'm, feeling generous. If not, we're just gonna not do that. But anyway, I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching us like hack away at this stuff. Again, this is like super fun for us, so we'll be doing this. I think it was awesome having Lissandro on. That was the first time that actually me and Roberto have even talked to him, and he's been working on LiftWalt for a while. So that was super cool.
Yeah, that was fun to work from front end to command line in parallel.
Yeah.
We need to polish the workflow, that we'll get there.
Yeah, things are a little rough right now, and I think with what me and not Robert, Lissandro were working on, like getting using Vuex to have that in between, that would actually solve a lot of problems I was running into with the wallet. Because I kept bringing up those listeners, right, where it's like, oh man, keep adding listeners, and it gets a little out of whack. That was actually one of the biggest hurdles I kept running into when especially with transactions, like pulling transactions. You change between wallets and do all that stuff, and you would just keep adding listeners. So it's like da 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 da, and you're like, oh man, it's getting really heavy. Birdo's gonna kill me because I keep bombarding his API. So But anyway, yeah. All right, guys.
Okay.
We really appreciate it, and we'll
Thank
see
you,
you Thursday.
everybody. Thank you, everybody on the other side.